Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he stopped immediately there. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to McConkey. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
The score, Commanders 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Looking to throw, Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
That'll bring up second down.
40-yard line.
Throwing his dart. He's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Dart going to look to throw here.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing his dart. And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown.
Jackson Dart.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Milton. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Taking it right down Broadway. And they bring this one back. It's a fair recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fighting his way through contact.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Finding room in midfield.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
19, Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
They'll run on first down. Milton, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Viking 18.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Walker on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10. Throwing, dart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
To throw now, dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. 3rd and 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And the Commanders' first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man right side. That's McConkey.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake. It's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Dart. Right side, he finds its receiver, Horton.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, 43 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. The quarterback stayed in the pocket. He got licked for it, but it paid off. Touchdown.
Talk about a true strength throw. People wrapped around him, taking a hit, and still has the ability to get it downfield for a touchdown pass. Phenomenal.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Milton. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Smith here. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Reload, go! 18 cotton.
They'll try the left side. Milton. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Parks. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a first carry here for their running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
2nd and 4.
Dart. Throw inside complete. That's Horton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
But to throw once more, here's Dart.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
2nd down in a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fighting through at the 25.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Carter, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing his dart. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and 8. Dart going to look to throw here. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Down the left sideline.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dart down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
From the gun, Dart
to Allen on the dump off. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
on play action. Here's Dart.
And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 9 now. And this one complete to Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Milton. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try the left side. Milton. And he's got room. And down inside the 15 he goes. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, it's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now Dart. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Dart. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing again is Dart.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Dart.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Let's go. 18 rep, Warriors, 70. Up the offense. Keep it up. Let's stay 19.
Looking to throw, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Fighting through, he's got space.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And strong run there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Again, it's Walker.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
And less than a yard.
Go!
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Dart, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
This one finds McConkey.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, Milton. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Now they'll audible to something else.
60 vices.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Trying to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They run again with Walker. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is Smith with a round. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Back to throw now on first down.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Lad McConkey.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They're going right back to Walker.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
And now an audible here into something else. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just 24 yards there.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1